allegiance. I
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, Annie, let's do a roll call, please.
Debbie?
Here.
Dave? Carolyn?
Here?
Gary?
Here.
Joe?
Here.
Okay, next thing is visitors. Are you just here to observe tonight? Okay, the meeting, okay. We have a Boy Scout. Comments from the audience. Do you have any comments from the audience? Approval of minutes, town board meeting of October 10th, 2016, and October 27th, 2016.
I'll make a motion to approve the October 10th minutes, 2016.
I'll second that motion.
Okay, the motion has been made and seconded to approve the town board meeting minutes of October 10th, 2016. Is there any discussion or corrections? Having none, we'll vote.
Debbie? Aye. Carolyn?
Aye.
Gary?
Aye.
Joe?
Aye.
Okay, how about a motion for October 27th, 2016 meeting?
I'll make a motion to approve the October 27th, 2016 minutes.
I'll second that motion.
Okay, the motion's been made and seconded to approve the October 27, 2016 minutes. On the minutes, it has, the date is October 24. Yourselves? Is that, am I,
Well, she's showing that it was rescheduled to October 27th.
is that what it says at the bottom?
Wait a minute, what is that? Yeah, it says October 24th. It should say October 27th.
Oh, here, read the first sentence.
You got 3 different dates in there, though. 2 of them are right, 1 is wrong. I don't know. Was it, I think it was the 24th?
What, October 18th, 26th at 11.
The meeting did not come to order due to a posting error. The meeting was rescheduled.
To the October 27th.
Right.
Yeah.
But on the top, it says
top should-
October 24th.
The
So
top should
just-
be changed to October 27th.
So just correct that to October 27th on the top. You missed it.
There you go.
I'm fired.
Now you're fired.
Way to go, Gary.
Okay. Is there any other discussion? If none, let's vote.
Debbie? Aye. Carolyn?
Aye.
Gary?
Aye.
Joe?
Aye.
Okay, motion carried. Plan Commission, John Bajowski. He's not here. Fire Department, Rod Bauer, he is working and Lori just got called out. So you all read their
Report?
their report. You have the EMS or the Fire Department report for the town board?
Yes.
Okay. Is there a motion to accept the minutes from the fire department?
And I'll make a motion that be accepted.
We don't normally do that, do we? No,
He just reads it.
Yeah.
he just
the
usually
report.
reads it, okay.
Yeah.
I
I
did,
rescind my motion.
okay, very good, thank you. Lori has asked me to write a letter from the town board for on the very last paragraph, the operational plan for them coming up from EMS to EMTs was sent to Dr. Mickel for final review. And so she has to submit his review, and then the board, which we had told her to, do the research and so forth, and this is the end of the research, and so she wants to submit it, and then we'll go from there. She got a letter from the fire and rescue department, from the fire chief there. It says the upgrading of service by McMillan first responders to EMT basic non-transport will continue this fine tradition of quality service to the citizens of the town of McMillan.
Who's that from?
From the fire chief in town.
Oh, Marshall, okay.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. So she has asked me to write something similar from us, that we approve of their increasing their education.
What's that gonna cost?
Nothing?
To increase their education?
No, they're taking the classes. That's just, we approved that some time back. It's just that it's all part of this, that she was, it depends on what they do with it after this.
Okay.
We have not approved anything beyond this. This is just the final step with her application to the state. Library.
Yesterday was the official grand opening of the library. It was busy. They were giving lots of tours. So it went well. Children's Story Time started the end of October and will run until December 16th, and then it restarts in January. The Lego program continues on with 15 or so people participating when they do it. They did Halloween bingo this last month. 56 people participated in it. And then we did a House of Cards on another Tuesday, and 16 people tried to build houses out of cards. Interesting things. Their new members, the new patrons, are up 300%. The number of people that are getting library cards that haven't had them. Right.
Good.
It is, and I think part of it is just the layout of that new library. For those of you that get the Hub City Times, they have what's now for entertainment, and they do list the library for for the week. They are doing Give a Kid a Book again, and it is prior to Christmas. They like gently used books and new books for kindergarten and under.
Do they need those donated?
Yeah, donated, and then they're given out to children
Okay.
through social services and churches and things. There's a senior citizen book club. There's an adult craft night. These are always available at the library. And I don't know what scratch art is. Maybe somebody else does. It's tomorrow night. Scratch art with Nicole. And then there's nothing next week because of Thanksgiving.
Okay. Thank you. Welcome. We're down here. We'll go on to our supervisor reports. I attended a joint plan commission meeting in the city, and Tom Turchie, who is the engineer for the city, stated that he thinks that the Hilltop Apartments have corrected the runoff down there. But something that he mentioned that I wasn't aware they were doing. He said, we're checking on all the culverts on Zig to see if they're the right size to handle the, And I thought, yeah. So, well, whatever. So, I didn't know that that was part of, I guess it was because we had contacted him when the water was all bypassing that pond.
Yeah.
And the city's responsible since they're annexed, so he's probably just carrying it a little bit farther.
But if the water doesn't run over on that side, E now, it won't be running down Zig, and the
Right.
culverts should be able to handle it.
They should be able to, yes, so hopefully. And that's all I have right now. Dave, you have anything on highway?
Pat continues to do grass mowing in the ditches. He's cleaning up on the back banks quite a bit. Where he can get in the field, he asks permission from the farmers or property owners to clip that back, and that keeps the roadway clean, especially on the north and the west sides of the road. As far as drifting, snow fence is up, posts are in, I should say. The snow fence is on near the post. That doesn't get put on until the posts are frozen in, and of course, the way the weather is, that may be a while, but, Man Road project is being completed as we speak. It is closed between St. Joe's and Lincoln tonight, except for the property owners that live on there. I notified American County Sheriff's Department. So they do, it's not a hard closure, but it's not to be driven through. So other than that, I guess, unless anybody has any questions. Thank you.
I just thought of something, but now I. All right, Deb,
I got nothing.
you got nothing. Joe?
Yeah, there's nothing on IOH permits, nobody's trying to get any, so there must not be any heavy equipment running on our roads. I talked to the Marion County, get the exact term, the zoning people in regards to addressing at the town association meeting. There's nothing happening there yet. They had thought it was gonna be some meetings this fall, but looks like that's getting pushed back till winter or spring. And that's really all I've got for now.
I can't remember who told me. Someone told me that they'd heard the rumor that since that they don't have any money, that they're not even gonna consider this until 18 now.
Well,
I
it's
don't know
not
whether
gonna
that's.
get, yeah, I saw something that came through that it wasn't gonna get done till 18, but they had said that already in June. Just
It might
because,
take that long.
well, because it, in fact, that's what I reported a couple times, that the process of finalizing it isn't gonna wouldn't get done at least until 17, sometime in 17. And they aren't gonna start putting signs up or changing anything until a springtime, whenever they do it, they're gonna start in the spring, because it's gonna take, I thought they said 3 to 4 months, they figured, to do the complete county and have it done, and they don't wanna be doing that in, well, this year would be great to be doing it now, but a lot of years you don't wanna be doing it this time of year. So they were looking to do it somehow, and so I see it, when they start talking about it getting pushed back, I think they're maybe talking about actual, what the organization of it and the layout of it getting done maybe in 18. That would mean the signs wouldn't go up until 19, if that's what they mean. But,
Who knows?
I didn't hear that for sure. They just said they were pushing back, so I don't know what that means.
Okay. Gary?
I don't have anything.
Okay. Clerk, approval of checks and financial report.
Beginning balance was $344,120.45. Total receipt, $28,087.39. Total disbursements, $69,710.19, with an ending balance of all accounts, $302,497.65. Check register from October 11th through November 14th, the total disbursements were $48,434.60, comprised of checks 14452 through 14497, and electronic checks 102 through 105. On the back side of
102 through 105? Is that what you said?
That's what you said.
I don't see
There's
104.
no 104 in there.
Okay, we're gonna amend that to 102, 103, and 105.
Okay.
Where are those? I missed them totally, I missed them. Oh, got it. Got it. Okay.
On the back of your report, you'll see the uncleared transactions with the outstanding checks, but then I also made a list of outstanding invoices. As I said in the email, I haven't had a chance to meet with Rod, so the majority of these are firefighters, fire department invoices that are outstanding, but the three on top are also outstanding. We paid
So does that
these.
mean none of those are gonna be paid?
They're not in the checks.
So he has to get with you. Or,
I just got these when I got to the office today. I don't know when he put them in there, but
Yeah, well,
somebody,
they went in on Thursday morning.
they weren't there Thursday.
Or
but I was there.
Thursday or Friday, I put them in on the desk. He brought them to me. So, wow.
Do you know what the one from Ministry St. Joe's is for?
It is for epinephrine and albuterol.
EpiPens?
What's the budget at the post office, Patty, for $1,880?
Post office is stamps for the year.
$1,900 worth of stamps?
That's what the
For the
treasurer.
tax season, it's in line with
Oh,
what we did
okay.
last year.
Okay. I just think, holy cow.
you ought to be able to.
What is that?
3,700.
Okay,
I'll make a motion to accept the clerk's financial statement and checks as presented with the electronics, 102, 3, and 5.
I'll second that motion.
okay, the motion has been made to accept the clerk's report and checks. 14452 through 14497, and the electronic transfers 102, 103, and 105. Is there, were you gonna say something, Gary?
Yes, I was gonna ask about the maps one. Do we have
So-
looks of cats again?
We have more cats.
Wow.
There was actually 10 cats, and there was a feral cat picked up in August that was it was euthanized by the ordinance control, and that was supposed to be taken off of our last bill from MAPS, and they were supposed to pay the police department, but they didn't pay the police department, so they gave us a credit, and we paid Marshfield PD $15 to euthanize the cat. The majority of the cats in this $485 invoice have all gone up for adoption. But apparently there's more.
Are they all from that same place as
The
before?
same general area, yep.
Wow.
Can't wait chase them across the street?
Yeah,
Well, come back to the food.
Yeah, I gotta quit feeding them.
Oh,
Feeding on that
my.
street.
Yeah.
so obviously that lady is still feeding her cats with the food outside and the strays won't.
Yes, and some of these, not on this invoice, there may have been one. The majority of this invoice were 2 litters of kittens. They took Mama and spayed her and let her go, and they're adopting out the kittens.
Well, that was my next question. Are any of these the ones that they took back out there the last time?
Well, and
You know,
they,
because they microchipped them, I take it.
I don't know about
Because they
mic-
turned some back out
I
there.
don't
They
know
don't
about
microchip
microchipping
them,
them, but
they
I know
just
they
fix
did
them.
spay the ones that they turned back
That's all
out.
right.
I know how to fix them.
There's supposed to be a few more.
I'd fix them.
Okay, all right. We have the motion and second. Oh, is there a motion to approve this?
Yep.
Yeah, and second, and
Yeah.
no further discussion, let's vote.
Debbie,
Aye.
Dave,
Aye.
Carolyn,
Aye.
Gary, Joe.
Aye.
Oh my, okay. Treasurer's report.
The checking account balance per the bank at the end of October was $61,447.95. Outstanding checks were $43,462.45 for a reconciled checking account balance of $17,985.50. Tax savings account balance is $209,540.19. Park fund savings account is $8,954.27. Firefighters volunteer fund savings account, $17,967.35. That reflects half of the payment for the truck payment that we made in July. The fire department equipment CD, $20,135.34. Public Works replacement apparatus, which matures this week, $27,915. Grand total ending cash balance, $302,497.65. The Public Works replacement CD, I think we're gonna just roll it over.
I was
It's a
just gonna
3-month.
ask how we were gonna, do we have to have a motion to approve that to roll it over, or can we just roll it over?
I think it just rolls over.
Okay.
We've never voted on it before. As far as the uncleared transactions are concerned, we do have an $840 disbursement to the Wisconsin Towns Association. I wouldn't mind stopping payment on that sucker and let them learn a lesson about not cashing checks. As long as we've got somebody here from the library, we do have a $41,000 disbursement that never cleared.
But she said she got it.
She did get it, so,
That's what she told me, yeah. That's the way it is on our report anyway.
okay.
I can check with her.
Well, if it happened at the last day of the month, it's possible.
I mean, that went out a month ago. I saw that too, and I thought, well, obviously, they don't need the money.
Obviously not.
If I had a $41,000 check, I don't think I'd leave it lay there and not cash it.
Either.
And then you got Mr. Berger. who doesn't
Yeah,
have
I was
that
gonna
cash.
say, then he didn't need his either. He can get it.
Talked to my wife on that one.
Oh, yeah.
Well, that one's been out for Wisconsin Towns Association since July.
Yep.
We
Yeah.
need,
Maybe they lost.
we need to check on that
Either a phone call or we just stop payment on it.
one. Okay.
Well, if you don't get any satisfaction when you make the phone call, then cancel payment on it. That's the easiest way to do it.
I'll call Casey.
Okay. All right. Okay, unfinished
We're
business.
not done yet.
Oh,
I'd like to make a motion to approve the treasurer's
oh,
report.
yeah.
I'll second that again.
Yeah.
Motion has been made and seconded to approve the treasurer's report. Any discussion? Okay, we'll take a
Debbie?
vote.
Aye.
Dave,
Aye.
Carolyn,
Aye.
Gary,
Aye.
Joe?
Aye.
Okay, now we'll move to unfinished business, our next budget workshop.
Patty, what's gonna work for you?
Thursday.
This coming Thursday?
Sure.
What time?
17th.
Or Friday.
Can't do anything on Friday.
17th, what time?
Are you getting ready to go on to?
Yeah, right. No.
6 o'clock, work fine? It's up to you, Patty.
6 o'clock on the in the evening on the 17th?
It ain't gonna be in the morning.
Daytime?
Yeah.
Okay.
Will that work for you?
That'll work. Okay.
What is that, that works?
6
Wanna-
o'clock?
Wanna do it in the evening or
6
during the
o'clock in the
day?
evening.
I guess it doesn't make any difference to me, I just,
Would you rather do it during the day?
Can we do it during the day?
Yep,
What time?
rest of the board, okay?
before 3:30.
Before,
Before
o'clock?
3, yes.
1 o'clock works.
1 o'clock? Will
One?
that work for you, Joe?
1 o'clock.
Got it.
Make it work.
All my kids are arriving.
1 o'clock on
Thursday afternoon at 3, so,
Oh, okay.
so
1 o'clock should
1 will
work.
be fine.
Gary?
Yep.
Okay. Do you have any conflicts? No.
No.
Oh, Steve, forgot about you.
Well, that's because he's sitting clear back there, we can't even see him.
That's gonna work all right with you?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay,
Hope that it flashes or
You get a Friday, no,
yes,
oh, good.
it's in there. Or maybe it's not in there.
something.
It's in,
What's that?
it's in the other stuff that I sent you.
Well, I left her in hurry tonight, so.
You didn't get it.
I got an extra one here for you, I think.
A fire department one?
Yeah,
No.
okay. Oh, I left it on.
Once I finally got it, I can print
I
it.
got it.
Here's
Oh,
one.
geez, I'm getting.
Yeah, you got one for, okay, we all have extra.
Just an update that if you're traveling 97, slow down. Another rear-end collision tonight on T and 97. People are driving way too fast, and wait till we get some slippery roads. We've had some major rear-end collisions on Galvin at 97, Stodden 97, now it's T and 97.
And they're all on 97.
They're all going way too darn fast. And that's a polite way of putting it.
Elma's next.
Yes, Ronnie?
Just for your information, there was a Marathon County cop sitting down here in Galvin, just about in the ditch, you know.
Yeah.
And within an hour, he picked up 2 of them. But what is 2 when the rest of them are going 70, 80 miles an hour on the right side? So there's got to be something done here. And
There
like
is
Dave
going to be
said-
something.
Huh?
There is going to be something. I got a call today from the state guy. And he said, I'm not going to tell you what all we're considering at this point, but we have met with all the engineers. And because I call this guy almost every day. And he said, I think he's probably went to his boss to get this lady off his back. And he will be letting us know something is going to be done soon. They found some money to do some, and they have several options that they are going to put into place. I don't know when, but he said it will be soon. So we'll find out what their options are. I last week told him I was calling in all the state representatives to meet, and when could he meet with us? When on his calendar was it free? And so,
Did you know that Highway 97 is considered, the nickname for it is Heroin Highway?
I didn't know
I
97,
didn't know
I
that
thought
until we could
it
go.
29 is.
Yeah, but 97 comes to Marshall Point and walks up. That's why it's,
Well, anyway, so
That's
what's
terrible.
gonna be under consideration will be from Marshfield to Stratford. So, we'll see what happens.
So Ron, do you know if he picked people up for passing on the right, or if they were picked up? Because I did see one, I think it was Sunday, a car was pulled over, but I didn't know, if he picked them up for passing on the right, or if they picked them up for speeding, but
I talked to him and he says, passing on the right, he picked them up. Because that sign that is on 97, that's only on Galva 97. It's this big. People can't read that.
Well, they don't even try.
You don't
They
even-
don't even see
it
it.
doesn't
the
make
law
a difference if
states
the
when
sign
you
is
get
there or
your
not.
license.
It's illegal whether that sign is there or not. You
Right.
cannot pass on a solid white line.
well, you can't pass through an intersection. That's one thing.
Mhm.
You can like on,
If they have them around,
you can
there's,
pass on, going north on Highway E at Man,
Mm-hmm.
that's a dotted line there.
Right.
Right.
Actual
If
passing
But
lane
this
there.
is,
yeah.
Right. If there is a lane with dotted.
Yep.
I told the guy that we had a resident that has threatened to go down with his chainsaw and cut down his signs. And so I guess he figured it was time. Anyway, we'll see what happens. They are, he's now promised that something will happen. We'll see. It's
Have
terrible.
them in right before each intersection, that's slowing down.
Yeah.
But it's not only there, it's all over, no matter where you go.
Well, they're just all along 97. And from Stratford to
Wow.
Marshfield, it's very fast.
I've seen them pass, people turning into a driveway and they go off on the shoulder and pass them.
I saw one passing there, and
Flying.
one passing,
Same
going
thing,
with
they don't
lots of
slow
alarm
down,
the other
they
day again. It's like,
Passing.
they just don't get it.
Time to pass.
Yeah. So, okay. Anyway, we'll move on to new business. Approve, okay, now we have a bunch of stuff here. And I thought sure John was gonna be here. Patty here, we tried to. Oh, I guess there's nothing, we just, the notice of non-renewal for
It's
the
just for
workers'
your
comp, we'll
information.
just check that, we'll have to get a hold of Marshfield Insurance for that. Okay, we have several things here for, the first one is a rezone recommendation for property on County Trunk E. This is Aller's, where he dumps his snow. It did come before the Plan Commission, and they had a hearing, and all the neighbors showed up and were against it, and so it did not pass for him to approve the rezone recommendation for property on County Trunk E. So,
We don't have to do anything.
Yeah, we do.
we have to disapprove it.
I'll move to disapprove the rezone recommendation from the Plan Commission for the Allard property on County Trunk E.
Yeah, but the plan commission,
But they don't have the authority, they can only make a recommendation.
They only make a
but
recommendation
we
to us.
aren't gonna disapprove their recommendation, we're gonna approve their recommendation to
Right, you got that
not
wrong, Dave.
accept
So it
it.
would be
Right.
to approve their recommendation, yes.
That they disapprove the rezone recommendation for property on County Trunk E. Allard.
Okay,
Second.
Okay, the motion has been to accept the recommendation of disapproval from the Plan Commission for property on County Trunk E, the Allard property. Is there any discussion?
I read their thing, and he wanted it rezoned to light industrial, correct?
M1, M1.
Light industrial storage facility.
And they figured that was too broad.
Yeah, there were concerns that, well, he could resell the land and something else might be put there.
Well, and then he was initially talking one building, but he said they had room for what, 10?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. So,
the recommendation was no.
Everything along there is residential.
yes, well, there is the vet clinic.
Vet clinic,
But they did point out that that building is a beautiful building that fits right in with the residential places along E. And so that's why they, and all of the people here, were against it.
Oh, so the property that was sold to the church, what is that zoned as? 'Cause that's right on the corner of Man and E. Yeah, does anybody know? I'm just curious.
I don't either.
Where is the next piece to him there, the corner?
Yeah. Mhm.
Someone asked me not too long ago, they ever built that church there? I said, not that I know.
Well, eventually, maybe. So, okay. All right, so, can we vote?
Debbie? Hi. Dave?
I,
Carolyn?
Aye.
Gary?
I,
Joe?
Hi.
Okay, the next one is approve, disapprove property line relocation for Sharon and Harder. Now, this, at the meeting, they told Mr. Sharon and Mr. Harder that nothing needed to be done except that it was just moving a property line. Now, the county has said, they will not, It says something about lot 1 could be changed without being a 5-acre minimum in enlarging their lot, but lot 2 would need to be an outlot or rezoned, because reducing it from, it's a farm preservation lot.
So if they left it as an outlot, they're fine.
So I don't know. That's why I thought, said John needs to be here.
I
I'll
didn't
send
see,
it back to the plan commission.
I didn't see anything in their minutes about that one either.
Yeah,
Well, there
was-
wasn't, because they said there was nothing to it. They could just get it done.
Well, then
You
send
know,
it
the
back to-
Breland had,
Yeah, there's something here, it says, plan commission part of the meeting opened. Ken Harder would like to buy a strip of land from a neighbor with a tree on it, no zoning changes needed for this purchase. Tim Breland addressed the commission about, the two acre lots.
mhm.
That's
John
incorrect,
Ross.
though, it's Sharon making the purchase from Harder.
It's Sharon making the purchase from Harder.
But that's just the purchase, now you want the line relocated, according to this, the property line relocated.
But that doesn't, it isn't in compliance with the farmland preservation thing that's adjacent to it. So that's, throws the wrench in the whole works.
cause I think it says he needs to have 35 acres for that.
Oh,
That
I
has,
see.
so, yeah, so I think it reduces it to,
So,
Well, what do we do, disapprove the property line relocation then, to keep it where it's supposed to be? Or do we send it back to the planning commission?
rezone of the property is required for land division. Lot 1 could be enlarged, making less non-conforming and not obtain the 5-acre minimum. But lot 2 is reducing the lot below 35 acres, which is making it more non-conforming, which would not be allowed. Lot 2 would have to be rezoned or an outlot. So,
What did the planning commission do, nothing?
they said there wasn't anything to do, it didn't need to be done.
send it back to the plan commission and let them deal with it.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think that some type of recommendation of which way they want us to go on this, either disapprove it or approve it, or,
Or get the correct information and get it to us so we can approve it.
right.
yeah, because it says definitely here on this from the county, the CSM will not be approved until the above following or attached information is submitted or explained.
Well,
And this
highlight
is
that
from
part.
Dean, it is,
Highlight
It's
it
in
and
red.
send it back to John.
It's Dean Johnson.
Yeah.
yeah.
Do we need a motion to do that, or just? we do some-
Yeah, let's make
I'll
a motion
that
to
we send
send.
this back to the plan commission.
Okay.
I'll second.
Okay, the motion's been made and seconded to, send the, property and relocation for rezoning back to the plan commission. All in favor? Oh, no, not all in favor, we'll vote.
Debbie? Aye. Dave?
Aye.
Carolyn?
Aye.
Gary?
Aye.
Joe?
Aye.
Okay, the next one is a certified survey map, Carol Weiss.
I'll make a motion to approve with the recommendation from plan commission was approved. Correct?
Yes.
I'll second that motion.
Motion has been made and seconded to approve the certified survey map for Carol Weiss. Is there any further discussion? We will vote.
Debbie? Aye. Dave?
Aye.
Carolyn?
Aye.
Gary?
Aye.
Joe?
Aye.
Also, here's this. Okay, the next one is approve, disapprove CSM for Gerald Jensen.
And that one was also approved by the plan commission. I'll make a motion to approve the Gerald Jensen CSM.
I'll second that.
Okay, the motion's been made and seconded to approve the CSM for Gerald Jensen. Is there any further discussion? Okay, we'll take a vote.
Debbie? Aye. Dave?
Aye.
Carolyn?
Aye.
Gary?
Aye.
Joe?
Aye.
Okay, the next thing on our list is, permission to, plus discussion, to, proceed with condemnation of building at M301 State Highway 97 and asbestos abatement. The, building has been condemned by Fire Chief Rod Bauer. The tape is up. He has to get a sign up. Now, I have made many phone calls about this, and let's see, what did I do with the big one so that I can read it?
Come up with a resolution.
Yeah, the resolution, I meant, oh, here it is. We need to pass a resolution in order to raise the building. I haven't filled any of this out, but I wanna go over all the information that I have, and we need some direction, we need to discuss how we're gonna do this. I went to the city and asked them what we need to do to condemn, or to raise a building. And they sent me to, this is who there's two companies that they use. There's the North Star Environmental Company. What they do is they come out and inspect and do, for the asbestos. Now, there's two kinds, there's a friable and a non-friable asbestos. So however you dispose of it has to do with whichever one it is. We've heard many times that building is full of asbestos, but we have no record of it that we can find.
It probably is because of the age of it. And
Everybody feels pretty certain it is. So, the price for that would be $300, up to $600 probably, depending on, I said, and she said, because they checked the windows and everything. I said, there's no windows in it. And the doors are not intact. Everything is gone in it, it's just that the structure itself. So, of course, whatever it is that they have to test is what the cost would be. Then you go to whatever your results, if there is asbestos, then you go to this Mabo Systems, which fills out all the applications for the DNR to come and check everything out and tell you, direct you what to do. Their fee is $135. The DNR's, the Mabel Systems, is $25. Now, we wrote to Wisconsin Towns Association, and they wrote back that first of all, we need to get an attorney. I'm wondering if at this point, the lady wants us to do it. She has no money. None. She is on Social Security, her mother's on Social Security.
So nobody has any way to pay for it?
Nobody has any way to pay for any of it. So then we approached the insurance, I approached the owner of the truck that ended up inside of the building. And there's, the hearing is today. And so apparently the attorneys are gonna decide, they have a limited liability insurance policy of $1 million. Initially, they told us the whole thing is gonna go to the child. But now they did have the hearing to see, I'm sure there's attorney fees and what have you all in there.
Yeah, the child is not gonna.
And so it should go to the child. But in the meantime, we were hoping the building would fall down and it hasn't. And so now it has to come down.
Maybe we can have, remember they used to have bar racing parties?
So I went to the trucker then, and I said, okay, if you're telling me that all of your liability insurance is gonna go to the child, what are you gonna do to help us? And he said, well, I would like to help you, but I don't know, I have to check with the attorney. So depending on the outcome of the hearing today, whether we will get anything, she will get anything at all for it, Mrs. Sersch. So that she had been told that it would be $10,000 to $12,000 to dispose of all of the asbestos. If that is indeed what we have there, which it more than likely is, which means that it has to go, and somebody is going to have to pay for it.
I just wonder, with his liability not being enough, would her homeowners kick in?
Whose?
Hers, down on.
She has
I
none.
doubt if they
She
have
don't
it.
have any homeowners insurance?
All she had was
How about on the
insurance
building?
not on the building, just on the contents.
Oh,
Well, you
okay.
know what's in the contents.
Nothing.
So, there literally is no
I
money.
think the whole siding and everything on there is like roofing and
It's probably all asbestos.
Yeah.
You're not gonna know that.
Until it's tested.
What level it is until they test it, and that's gonna cost us initially some money.
I think we
there is
need
a
to-
place that takes your shingles and stuff now.
Well, you're
Well,
probably, what you're
we're
looking
not
at.
there.
Are there any other costs coming up here then to make this determination? You listed so far about.
Well, this is if we
maybe
go this,
$800 or something like that.
well, if we go this way, but the Towns Association says you need to get an attorney involved. Well, I think
according
I'd like to go with
According to
this.
what they said, they gave us this resolution
Yeah,
that we should be doing, and they just said we should get an attorney to tell us that this is right. And it says on the bottom of this all town law forms or samples. The content of each is provided as an example, is intended to be modified and adapted to meet the specific needs of the user. No form, but especially no sample ordinance should be used without prior careful review. Any questions about appropriateness, applicability, legality, sufficiency, adaptability, or modification should be directed to legal counsel. That's where they want you to get.
Get the attorney.
The attorneys want to have some say in this.
I think,
But that's just, this form is exactly what we need to do as far as
Right.
doing that. And I don't know what you gotta do with an attorney.
I went to the building inspector that we have, Robert Christensen.
Yes.
That's the one that was hired by Marathon County. and ask him, what we need, you know, how to proceed with this. And he said, go to statute 66.0413, and they'll tell you exactly what to do, and if you have village powers, you carry them out.
Well, why don't we start with getting permission from the family to do this testing to see where it's gonna be at to begin with? But I would get written permission from the
Well,
family to go.
yeah, there won't be any problem with that.
Yeah.
She's begging us to please do something.
Like I said, the numbers you said there so far, we're looking at $800
Yeah,
for the inspection and the
Yeah,
reports.
right,
Yeah.
yeah.
And then we know what we've got and know what we gotta do from there. We can determine that. And in the meantime, we should be going ahead with this resolution too.
Yes. But I think, like I said, I get written permission from her to begin with, and then to do this,
Yeah, you're gonna have to have that because whoever's doing it's gonna have to go on our property.
right.
well, there's a whole lot gonna have to be done,
Sure,
because
she's
there's
not
all
gonna
kinds of
question that.
utilities and what have you in there also.
Well, let's find out what we're dealing with first for the asbestos
So-
end of it.
So we have to have
The resolution.
the resolution first.
Right, so zip that over to Scott or whoever and tell him to take a look at it and make sure it's gonna work for us. And then, like I said, I get permission from that lady and I get it in writing, so there's no problems later on. And to do this preliminary testing. And then we should know.
Okay.
Am I correct or missing something or?
No, I think that's right.
No, and that's what I'm saying, I've got all this stuff here that, but I can't move on any of it until we make a decision.
Yeah.
So,
So do we have to have a motion?
well, we just need a motion that we will get the permission to raise the building from the homeowner and, then we.
Yes.
Larry?
I have one question. Is this resolution gonna be just for that building? Or are you gonna make it for a general resolution? Because if you have another building that you want condemned, then you're gonna have to go through this whole procedure again.
Right.
Yeah, you will. You have to go through a new resolution with
You
each
have to do
one.
that in every one.
Every building you want condemned?
Yes.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Yeah, according to the way that
So then it's
resolution.
gonna cost us more money for legal fees again. So why can't we have a general
Well,
Well, I
resolution
guess that's a
pertaining
question
to?
to ask him.
That would be something to ask them, I would think that if this is gonna apply to that building and we're gonna do another
Should
building,
apply to.
it should apply, we just have to, we have
Make
to
sure
do a
it's
specific resolution, but the board should be able to do that without legal representation then,
Right.
because we'd have this cleared that that would be the correct
Format.
legal way to do it.
Yeah.
That's what we should find, we should add that to that and find that out from him.
Okay. So the
This
motion.
is a general, it's a very general form about.
It's the state
doing
statute,
it.
yeah.
But
Yeah.
but in the form, you have to specifically state what building you're gonna do, what the property is, what the dates are that you're gonna have this done. That's all gotta be in that resolution, so you.
It's almost like a permit.
Yeah. You're really nailing it down on this, but I can't see why this, if we get this okayed as this is the way to do that,
Then we
that
just
same
move on.
resolution should work, just
Yeah.
revised to another
Well,
building.
if I could,
If you
Future.
revise it though and put a different name, address and so forth on another resolution,
the resolution itself will stay the same.
The format.
It's just the blanks that are on here.
The date and location.
The date, location, names, and so forth. And this will apply to anybody at all for raising the cost. So, I guess the thing is, if I can get in to see him maybe on Thursday, we can set up an agenda for a workshop and have,
Well, yeah, you're gonna,
we can
what
do
you're
the
gonna have to-
resolution. We need to move on this. This
Yes.
is,
but we aren't gonna be able to do anything until the next meeting to do the resolution.
No, not unless we call a special meeting.
so, well, we
Well,
have,
Well, if we can,
whether it be
We
the
can
next
have an
meeting,
agenda on Thursday.
regular meeting or the
Agenda.
next special meeting, yeah.
I'll make a motion to approve the preliminary costs up to $800 to find out whatever we need to find out there on that property. Because we're not approving the condemnation at this time, we gotta find out what we gotta do first.
Well, it's gotta be raised. It has to be. It's condemned. I
I'll
mean, it's-
second that motion.
Okay, the motion has been made to approve up to $800 to find out what the North Star Environmental Company and Naval Systems to determine what we have in that building. And with the, and then they'll proceed with the DNR. So is there anything else on that motion?
Yes, and just discussion here. I guess it's just the formality of it and the order this is gonna happen. We probably shouldn't, I would think the first thing is to present this resolution
To the
to
attorney.
the attorney
Mhm.
and get that, and get,
Yeah.
but we as a board should be authorizing the expenditure that Debbie mentioned in the motion to be done after, as soon as the attorney gives us a preliminary idea on this being okay to do this.
Well,
Do you understand what I mean?
I do.
yeah, we understand
We gotta
that,
have
you
a
know,
resolution.
and I have.
We should go
We
ahead
don't-
next week and spend $800 on this thing, and then the attorney says, wait a minute, you can't do that.
Yeah.
Okay. That's, we should
And
make
if
sure
you
that
fax it or
procedure
email
is
that to him
correct.
tomorrow and tell him we needed to know by yesterday.
That's the one that I sent to you from the town association, so I can just.
Yeah, I got it from the Towns
Yeah.
Association, yeah, except I can read mine. It's bigger. Hers is so little you can't read it. The print.
Tell him we need to have him look it over, holler at him, do something.
So we would probably end up having to put some type of lien against that property if it's ever sold to recoup whatever
Well,
we have to spend.
well, the thing is
That's
that.
in the resolution.
Yeah.
That's in the resolution, that's what would happen, is a lien would go on, and it would be put onto
Tax bill.
the tax bill,
Yeah.
onto the property.
So the cost, we have to keep the cost separate.
We have a motion on the floor.
Debbie? Aye. Dave?
Aye.
Carolyn?
Aye.
Gary?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay. We'll see how we proceed. Approve, disapprove proposed fees for audit services. When we had our audit in the spring, Shank, thank you for the opportunity to continue our audit services to the town of McMillan. For the year ending December 31st, 2016, as described below. The audit will again be conducted by personnel from members of Shank's government not-for-profit industry team. Members of the government industry team spend their entire time auditing governments and not-for-profit organizations. Shank currently audits over 300 governments each year. We have provided two options for services. Proposed fees for auditing services. Option A is general town audit, $5,700. Proposed fees for review services, option B, is $3,700. We had a full audit this year.
How about option C? Let's skip it this year. I don't think we need an audit at this point.
We need one, what, every 2 years?
We don't need any
You can have-
because we have the
you have-
positions separated. There's 3 signatures on a check. I mean, it's pretty tight.
You
If
have
we get rid of the cats and audit, we could have enough to get rid of the building.
No, probably not.
Well, it would be a good staff, but
You got close, wouldn't you?
probably be close, you're right. Okay, well, you wanna make
We're
that a
gonna get rid of
motion?
that
I'll
building
make a
one
motion.
before we get rid of the cats.
Yeah, probably. I'll make a motion to not have an audit or review for 2016.
Is there a second?
I'll second that.
Okay, the motion has been made and seconded to not have an audit for the year ending December 31st, 2016. Is there a discussion? Okay, we'll vote.
Debbie? Aye. Dave?
I,
Carolyn?
Aye.
Gary?
Aye.
Joe?
Aye.
Okay.
I like option C.
Approve, disapprove Travis Patton as lieutenant. Travis Patton is one of our newer firefighters that was elected as lieutenant in the McMillan Fire Department. It is, we approve the firefighters, so is there a motion?
I'll move that we approve the Travis Patton as lieutenant.
I'll second that.
Okay, the motion has been made and seconded to approve Travis Patton as lieutenant with the McMillan Fire Department. Is there any discussion?
I got a question. Has he met all the criteria in their bylaws?
Mhm.
How old is he? Isn't he that really young kid?
He's young, but he's not the youngest.
There was
He's
one
not-
on
he's
there that was-
19, 20, something like that.
Okay, so I mean, the time frame, he's been there long enough, the whole shop.
There, I think that they have, whatever they voted on, they made their decision, so they went through those bylaws, and I think the time, I don't know,
I'm not an officer.
you're not an officer, so, anyway, they've given it to us to approve, so,
Well, I'm just questioning if they.
yeah, I know.
Well, I'm assuming that he
Well,
qualifies.
well, sure, he's gone through all the training, yeah.
No, but they have, normally for lieutenant,
Well,
they
they're-
have to be there for so long.
They want to send us some, approve him as a lieutenant if he hadn't met that.
I wouldn't think,
so.
I wouldn't think.
No, he's had extra schooling.
No, I'm talking about the timeline that he's supposed to
Time,
be
she's
there.
talking about time and service or whatever.
Right,
Yeah.
because I know there were limits put at so much
Yeah.
time for each.
Right, they had for
Correct.
a while.
Right.
it wasn't- didn't
I can amend my
qualification.
motion that it would be,
Meet
if he
qualifications.
meets the time and service requirements, then we would approve that.
Did I second that first? one?
Gary did.
Gary did.
Will you second the amended motion?
Yes.
I feel better with that.
Carolyn,
What?
you've got a revised motion.
The motion has been revised by, to approve Travis Patton as lieutenant with the McMillan Fire Department if he meets all the qualifications of their bylaws. Any further discussion? Patty?
Debbie? Aye. Dave?
Abstain.
Carolyn?
Aye.
Gary?
Aye.
Joe?
Aye.
Is there a motion to adjourn?
I'll move that we adjourn.
I'll second.
Motion's been made and seconded to adjourn. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Are we going to, I got a question. It's not on the agenda, I just have a question. With rural insurance, are we going to, put the prices for insurance for December? Is our insurance policy coming?
With Marshfield?
Yeah,
Well, we do every year, don't we?
well, I just don't wanna, I don't know if we want to get, put up bids or, you know, get quotes, or we just wanna hang with them, or?
We need that at the beginning of the year, that it starts.
I think
Yeah.
that you're
Well,
you're pretty
I
sure.
don't think, I think you need to just take this to
I'll give you the ones you made.
Marsh Grocery or something. Because if you remember, all the quotes that were coming in all had the same prices as all the same.
Yeah, here,
It's
yeah.
all-
No, I'm just saying, our insurance actually, our year,
Your insurance, we're gonna,
that's like what?
Oh, are we gonna just renew it?
Yeah, that's what I would like to know.
I don't think they were there. Well, we should probably just get a quote from them and see if they're in line.
Yeah. Or if they have-
Well, it'll obviously be different
maybe rural insurance,
because they'll have
maybe